Yo, what up, guys? It's TPG. So I don't really know how I want to talk about this because this is a video I didn't expect to make, and I don't really have a script, so I'm sort of just going off the cuff. It's about Battle Spirits. I don't know what the future of Battle Spirits is looking like, and I don't think anybody really does right now. Um, I don't want this to be a doomer post. I just want to sort of explain my thoughts with you guys. So at the time of recording this, I leave for Gen Con in like less than 48 hours, um, which is crazy. And the first day of Gen Con, Thursday, I'm playing in Battle Spirits, and I'm really excited to play. To be honest, I've been really busy with video stuff, and my school is starting my final semester, and we just moved into the new place, so like I've been really busy, and I haven't been able to test, and I'm picking up green like the day before to play because I just uh, based off the Japanese game, green is like gonna be my favorite color probably. And I've sort of been like popping back into the community. Not that I ever popped out, but sort of that I've just been like focusing a little more on it because One Piece and Digimon I play enough, and the people I'm gonna be with are all really good at the game, so I know I can definitely get some cram sessions in. But for Battle Spirits, I think Dan is the only other one in the group that I play with. I'm sorry if you guys are watching this video. But I think Dan's the only other one, maybe Shannon, are the only ones who play Battle Spirits. Um, and I don't want to say it's a dead game, but it sort of feels like it. And I want to explain my thoughts, okay? So instead of just sort of going on I'm just going on a tangent, but I want to talk about why I think Battle Spirits is dying, but not really dying. I think it's actually just missing its target audience. And I really hope this video does reach Bandai because I would love. Obviously, I want Battle Spirits to succeed. Okay, my content is based on Bandai games succeeding for the most part. I have Yu-Gi-Oh and I have Universes as well, so I enjoy those games as well. But for the most part, my content was born out of Bandai games and still lives through Bandai games. So I want Battle Spirit Saga to succeed. However, as a seasoned player of almost every card game, I think the audience that Battle Spirit Saga is trying to target is a anime card game community. When I say anime card game, I want no confusion. So I don't mean Universes or Weiss Schwarz. I'm talking about those are games that are that have anime in them. I'm talking about a card game that's centered around a card game anime. Let's look at Card Fight Vanguard, Shadowverse. Bushiroad's very good at this. Buddy Fight, Luck and Logic, all these things they are centered around Yu-Gi-Oh. Even Yu-Gi-Oh is a card game anime. It's sort of branched out on its own this past couple of years since there has been no anime outside of Rush Duels. But previously, it was a card game anime. It was a card game that made its advertisement off of an anime. Okay, and as far as my knowledge goes, that is what Battle Spirits is in Japan. And I think Battle Spirits is like the number 2 or number 3 card game in Japan and has been for like 15 years. And that's crazy. That is very, very good. Now, Japan does have a lot of a Magic scene, and Battle Spirits to me does seem like a game that could fill a gap if Magic didn't exist. So that could be why. But also, I think the anime helps it a lot because there is adults who like card game animes. Myself personally, I don't love them that much. However, I'm very nostalgic for them. I recently got back into Card Fight Vanguard. Plug, you can check out my other channel, Welstra, to sort of check out that. I think that video will be dropping soon. My getting back into Vanguard series. And I started watching the G series again because that was my favorite one. I got in during the Limit Break era of Vanguard, and the anime was okay. I didn't really like Link Joker art, and I didn't like Aichi as a protagonist, so I wasn't too into it. But I was still pretty young when G rolled around. I think I was in middle school. Middle school or maybe freshman of high school. Point is, I was relatively young, and I wanted to watch it, and I just started watching it with my friends again the other day. I was like, damn, this shit smacked. This shit was gas. It was really fun to watch. And then I got into Shadowverse as well. So not only have I been addicted to the Shadowverse game, this is not an ad, by the way. I've been addicted to the Shadowverse digital game, but I've also been watching the Shadowverse Evolve anime. Maybe it's not Shadowverse Evolve. It might just be Shadowverse anime. I can't quite remember. But I've been watching that, and it gave me a lot of Buddy Fight vibes. And Buddy Fight is probably my favorite card game of all time. I think the way Buddy Fight, anybody who knows me IRL knows, I would give anything to revive Buddy Fight tomorrow. Buddy Fight was just such a fun game. My hair looks so awful at this camera angle. I need to either fix my hair or fix this camera angle. Distraction. But I think what Battle Spirits is at its core, it seems like a game. The art style, the gameplay, it seems like a game that should have an anime with it. At least, I know Battle Spirits does, but Battle Spirits Saga does not. And I think that's what it's lacking. Because right now, it's in this weird spot. So, for example, I went to the launch event, the Las Vegas launch event. And I'm sure you guys have seen on Twitter if you follow me over there. There was some drama there. I don't really want to go into that. I didn't talk about that too much publicly. But outside of that, the event was awesome. However, day one, when they said, hey, you guys can drop now, we are starting side events, nobody did it. Because the money was on the line. And yeah, the money was sweet. Like, that is dope. I obviously didn't drop. I almost got the money, but I didn't. And I didn't drop. But the second day, I was like, cool, I'm not playing top 32. Let's go play side events. Let's win some cases. Let's win some boxes. Let's win some more promo packs. Like, let's do it. Let's send it. And I went, and the case tournament didn't even get enough players to... The first case tournament had barely enough to fire. I think they had to lower it to fire. And then I was like, I missed the case tournament. So I was like, cool, I'll just like playing box tournaments. Like, it's 8-man pods. I'll just play in box tournaments. It was supposed to be a 16-man pod, and we fired with, I think, 8 or 6. It was something like that. It was like me, George Machado, and some other like random people there. And I just left after that. I was like, damn. Because nothing was firing. There wasn't people who wanted to play the game just to play the game. Everybody who plays Battle Spirit Saga plays the game because they want to win and improve so they can go win money. And I think that is awesome. I really do. However, I see a argument in the Battle Spirit... This video is going to go on a while. I'm sorry, guys. But I see an argument in the Battle Spirits Saga Facebook group. And it's often like, we need to support LGSs. We need to give them basically what you'd be doing for an online battle. Because I also partook in the online battle. The first one they had. And I was undefeated going into round 6 or 5 or something. And the group chat I'm in with like all my friends, they're like, dude, you're killing it. Good job, good job. And I was like, honestly, I don't feel like playing. Like, I don't want to play today. And I was like, I'm just not feeling like I want to play Battle Spirits, you know? So I was like, honestly, it's all you can eat sushi. I'm going to skip this next round and go get sushi because I don't really care. Like, I play Battle Spirits because I enjoy it. The money is cool, but for online battles, there's no money on the line. All I wanted was the deck box, and I didn't want it that bad. And I only wanted one because I didn't get one as an influencer. So I was like, cool. Like, this is my chance to get the deck box. Sweet. But I didn't give a fuck about it enough to want to keep playing. If it was Digimon, I would stick there till then just because I like playing the game. Or One Piece. I'd stick there till then just because I like the game. Obviously, I don't do that every time. Sometimes if I, get into a really heated match or something, I'll just be like, okay, guys, we're ending the stream here. Like, I'm too mentally exhausted from that. But with Battle Spirits, I didn't even stream the event, first of all. I was going to go round 3 drop, and then I was undefeated. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just keep playing. And then it got to a point I was, like, hungry, and I was like, damn, like, it's just Battle Spirits. Like, do I really care? I can give up 1 win. So I went to go get sushi. Sushi took 2 rounds, and those were my only 2 losses. I ended the day X2, and I got 34th place, and I didn't fucking play. Like, I think the event only had, like, 64 players in it or something, so we were guaranteed, like, top 64 or something. It was nuts. And then the following one, hosted by Core TCG, nonetheless, one of the best tournament hosts, TOs, got like 13 players. Like, that is so sad. But I see on Facebook, I see these people arguing like, hey, we need to give these online tournament prizing to local game stores. And while I do think that would help the tournament scene, I think we need a reason to play the game outside of the money. To be honest, if we want this game to succeed. One Piece is at an all-time high. Okay, you don't need to convince players to play One Piece. They will play dog shit decks just because it's a character they liked from the show. You don't need to convince anybody to go out and buy a One Piece starter deck. You know what else? You can't even buy Battle Spirit Saga in big box retailers. That is one of Bandai's strongest suits, okay? All of the Bandai games, except Battle Spirit Saga, are in big box retailers. I can go to my Target right now and buy packs of Royal Knights or Hunter, Cross Hunter, or fuck, the Hunter set. I can't remember the name of it. I can go buy Royal Knight or Cross Hunter right now. I can even go buy premium deck sets still. Premium deck sets my Target still has. I can go buy the newest Dragon Ball set. I literally was just there. I saw it. I don't know the name of it, but it's like purple or something. And then I could also, they have One Piece star decks there. They have Big Mom, they have Luffy, and they don't have any One Piece set 3 because it's hard to keep One Piece on the shelf. I get that. But they have starter decks. I can go get a starter deck. I can't go do that for Battle Spirit Saga. I have to go to a local game store, which, spoiler alert, where I'm currently living, I don't have a local game store that carries Bandai games. So I get most of my play online or via traveling. And I am lucky enough, I do get it. With the content, I do get to travel enough to where I can, go to local game stores a lot, like quite frequently, and, play and buy these things. But not everybody can. Not Joe Schmo who saw Battle Spirits ad from Avril Lavigne can go buy a starter deck, And I think that also is hindering the game. But I think the biggest one, and I don't think Bandai will allocate the resources to it. It's just a fact, like, I don't think they will create an all-original anime just for Battle Spirits Saga. As shitty as that is, I don't think that's likely. We're getting the lore set in September, and that could be something. I think, what I really think, I think Battle Spirit Saga wants to be a card game anime. But Bandai, if you're watching this video, first of all, I'm sorry. I really want to promote your game, and I want to be an influencer. Please don't blacklist me. Second of all, there's a show called Arcane, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you know what it is. It made League of Legends blow up. League of Legends was already big. But Arcane made League of Legends like a tier 0 like game for a while. Everyone was like, oh my god, Arcane on Netflix? Like a lore game? Battle Spirit Saga is in a perfect spot for you to make an anime. I guess a cartoon because it'd be Western, but you know what I mean. Like an anime-inspired animation. Okay, like Arcane, like Avatar The Last Airbender, something like that. But make it about the lore of Battle Spirit Saga, the lore of the world, the lore of the characters. We get those from the trailers and we get those from the cards. And I assume we're getting that from the lore set. Because I think it's like 6 cards, some packs, and then like a lore book that explains the lore. Turn that into a show. Let me see that. And I think this game would go absolutely fucking nuts. That's really all I have to say. I could go on longer, but it's already 12 minutes of me just talking. No script. I'm trying to like mentally brainstorm what's wrong with Battle Spirit Saga. And I think it's that players don't want to play. Players want to play and practice to win $25,000, $100,000. We don't want to play to have fun. I think in my entirety of playing Battle Spirit Saga, I have played with one person, and it was purely just for fun. One of my best friends, Anthony, I was teaching him the game, and I didn't even tell him about the money. I was like, yo, Bandai came out with this new card game. It's really, really cool. It's really big in Japan, and we sort of got a reboot for it here. So we played it, and we played it for hours, and it was just so fun. He was playing purple, and he started with Curse Dragon. I sold him my Curse Dragon deck. Then he started going and buying packs, and he was like, oh, this Dread Knight guy, he's cool. And he ended up just making like a purple mid-range good stuff deck, like an aristocrat style deck. And I was like, cool. Like, you play the game how you want. And then I was like, well, to be honest, it's going to be hard to find a tournament scene because everyone at the tournament is just going to be playing the best deck because they're practicing to go win money. And that's what sucks. I could go into a Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals and play either a tier 1 deck or a tier 0, like a tier 8 deck, right? And it doesn't matter because I'm going there to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously, if I'm going there to prep for regionals or something, I'll play a better deck, but Vanguard's a perfect example. I don't take Vanguard very seriously. I just think it is an incredibly fun game to play. And I enjoy playing Vanguard. I'm good at Vanguard, but I also understand that I just like playing Vanguard because it doesn't take... It doesn't feel like I'm working, if that makes sense. It just feels fun to play. And that's what I want Battle Spirits to be. I want Battle Spirits to be any other Bandai game where it's just fun to play. Sorry for the camera shake. I got a new desk and it wiggled the camera, so I'll have to be more careful about that. But I've talked long enough. It's been 15 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.